lot of shaking, man. Ammo replenisher. Boss man. What is a vessel? Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Did they say maybe how long it would take? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice. I don't know on that kind of thing, right? With PlayStations and Switches, it's usually pretty far out, but it's like, I don't know. You'd imagine Steam Deck wouldn't have like the same level of, I mean, there's a lot of people who want them, but I don't think it's on that same level of like a Switch, right? Been more steady. Buying a big PC, playing League of Legends on it, that kind of shit. Sounds about right to me. You said your PC is not very good right now? Steam Deck will be cool then, if that's the case. Give you some options. I think they could run quite a bit of stuff, right? I don't know what it's equivalent to on a normal PC, but... What's up, Brandon? It's awful in a laptop? Okay. That'd be neat then. Sounds like you, could use the portability too. You seem to be taking a lot of trips. Yeah, I mean, even if you have a good build, something like that, if you could use the portability is nice. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal for sure, right? Very, very important. Go watch the KDkill stream with emote. Otherwise a phone will do. Although, can you install like 7TV shit on phones these days? Yeah, probably is. Damn it, man. Where's the ammo restore platform they had earlier? There it is. Waiting to hear back on if I have any car stuff added on to the we already know about soon. Okay, I didn't do anything. They've got it opened up. I guess I'll find out if there's anything extra. Hopefully not. I'm already like out of money now, so really don't want to like have to cough up some more. We'll see. Either way, I might have to go pick up my car tonight. We'll see. I might have to peace out in 2.5 hours. Get some food and go ham. I'll get in these. A lot of kick on that I have to constantly like drag down. I don't know about this level, man. It's pretty basic. It's just kind of... I mean, it's a cute idea, right? Where you just keep, like, messing with shit and it keeps, like, expanding this, like, central area out into, like, a larger level. It's not, like, the most riveting level design. Everything's kind of samey looking. I don't know about that move either. Not even really much to find. So most likely, did I turn this down earlier? We'll start something else today. I don't think I'm gonna start Cyberpunk till we're like kind of close to the DLC, if I even do the DLC. I don't know how long that game is. But assuming the DLC would start like 2/3 of the way in or something, I'd probably not want to be sitting there. So I think I'll do Blasphemous because I need to anyways. Just gotta change my setup for it. I wonder what's more energy efficient. It's probably just shooting the basic shot. so that ain't gonna work. Yeah, and like finding the ore, it's like they're not like super hidden, but they're like back in areas you've been that just like look kind of similar and slightly change. Any more loot hiding around? I don't know. Christ, there's a lot of these hiding around here, dude. I don't even know where I'm going. Chaos detected. I just replenish my ammo. Why not just use like the laser gun, man? It's accurate, high DPS from like really far range, so. Ooh. The battle between hell and whoever the fuck. Not hell. Blue hell. I'll take quite a few hits, man. I have no idea if I'm missing the ore around here. I'm really not too worried about it at this point either. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to get like Bandolier in the last gun, but I think I'll live. I wonder if you have to get 100% to get all those, or if it's just like there's some bonus after that's just like 100% for fun. I missed one. There's only 4 in this level. Oh, man, so many games this year. Just I feel like I've come and went. I don't even hear about a lot of them. Like Bomb Rush and shit. If I had more money, there's a lot I'd want to play, but even just cheap stuff or free shit, it's like, goddamn. Let's have to get to some of that when we get to it, man. The problem with Bomb Rush is it's like $40, man. Like maybe if they do a physical one at some point, like 40 is a little too rich for me right now. Impact chamber. Jesus. Oh, did it? Yeah, they keep showing it off all throughout the day, but I didn't even really notice the release date. So they called me. No new issues in the places we expected. But now magically, my battery's not working. They keep having to jumpstart my car to turn it on. I'm like, really, dude? They're like, did you have any issues starting it before you dropped off? Like, no, I didn't. I'm like, what are they fucking blowing my battery out, man? That's like, great, that'd be like another $300. I'm like, come on, man. Fucking tired of this car. Cars are just a fucking joke. Everything's just constantly falling apart, or some mechanics fucking like, you would have no idea if a mechanic caused it, right? $25th. I wonder if they'll throw that on Game Pass too. I said they call me again. Sorry, dude. It's like, I don't even think that battery's that old. Yeah. I won't be doing 2 of those, so it's not too bad for me, but yeah. Yeah, February and January are busy again. November, December aren't too busy, but it starts again come spring-ish. Yeah, I'll watch someone play P3R. That's my plan. Like a little bit. I'll watch it off and on. I'm not gonna be like a whole playthrough. Distracted from this fucking car shit. No, I'll wait till he calls me. Oh my god. Another $300 that I don't have. I mean, I will have it. I just worked enough, but it's like, Jesus, dude. Constant work for stupid car bullshit, dude. So fucking over it, man. Sorry, I don't like fucking bothering people about my shit, but it just happened. I'm venting. Cars were good until they became so fucking dominant in American culture and shit that you have to have a car to do fucking like anything. The infrastructure's built on them. And, I mean, I get that the infrastructure will be built on cars to a certain extent, but it's like grossly overdone. I don't know if that's just car companies, laziness. There's some videos on it that are interesting, but I think they're way too pricey for something I have to have, man. Yeah, really. Yeah, there's things about America I like and all that, but it's like, Jesus, dude. Between the fucking health insurance, the fucking ISPs, the car culture. Just money sinks and big ones, man. I'd rather pay more fucking taxes, man. At least then I'd have like real things I know I fucking am getting, right? Like, I don't even know where my taxes fucking go half the time. I just have to pay a shitload extra on the side, man, for fun. I consider not having to be in perpetual debt for the rest of my life to be a pretty good trade-off for a bit more taxes. But I'm not seeing the benefit. Maybe for rich people there's a benefit. To be fair, I do have free health insurance. Half of this Prodeus playthrough's me bitching about fucking cars, man. As it should be, man, you know? Fuck car. They probably fucking did something to it, man. Let's be fucking real. Even if it wasn't on purpose. It's funny because my brother had the same problem at a different place. He got his car repaired. His battery wasn't even that old, and his actuator or whatever just happened to have a complete meltdown 2 weeks later. It's like awesome. Different place, but actually I had no problems with my battery. Then all of a sudden they start working on it and it's fucking shot. But I do have problems with some of my electrical. Like my AC is either really cold or really hot. You can't go in between. Yeah, really. Yeah, let's buy the bandolier. Give us more money. That's the problem, is like that kind of thing. It's like you just don't know, man. Like you just have fucking no idea. Like you can try to like weave through the bullshit as best you can with just like fucking intuition and like minimal car knowledge, but there's some things where it's just like maybe the battery is fucked, right? I mean, if I'm not gonna be able to start my car, I don't have much choice, right? Quite a coincidence, but it's like, Jesus, dude. That was fucking yesterday's work. Battery I don't even fucking want, but... Alright. There's like no ammo pickup either. I gotta say, these levels are cute in some ways, but overall I would say it's been kind of a step down level design. They're kind of just been like arenas with like really samey visuals. I much preferred the actual like running around like finding secrets with actual level design and picking up the ammo and all that shit and dudes in places you wouldn't expect. I mean, having arenas every now and then is cool, but I don't want just that. I don't know if it was just kind of like they just stopped caring, or if this is supposed to be like the Prodeus architecture or something. Let's see. Might have just been those two levels. I think the grenade launcher is cool, but it's just not as valuable as like this one. So much just more like universally helpful. Just be able to shoot it in a straight line and just blow it up when you want. You're vibing? All the screens look neat in like the synopsis or what the song advertisement, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's good though. Not knowing where it's going. Yeah, I'll pick it up at some point. I don't have the money right now. Too much else to play, but yeah, it's like I don't know anybody who's played it, so it was always kind of like a maybe. Hiding off the sides, man. The ammo refat or pads is kind of like I said, there is like a utility to most weapons, but there's also just some stuff like this that's just like the ease of use and power. Just kind of why even bother with some of the other shit sometimes, right? Except just for fun, right? Come on, man, this one's still fun. Also, waiting on a pad is kind of not as fun as like running around. He's hitting me, man. I Whoa. I don't mean to jump all the way down there. I thought this was going to just be like a hidden ledge, but it was like all the way back down. Infinite ammo, this is probably your best fucking gun, man. Assuming I get like a bunch of pads. Jesus. That's how I was getting hit. This guy's got like some sniper shot, man. Maybe coffee wasn't a good idea, man. Shit already puts me on edge. That weapon's crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy good. the space station. Oh, I'm at a drag. Oh, I'm just gonna get some more. Danger impact. The machine guys, you have to stop moving, man. That's why this one's so good. Non-stop stream almost. They have massive magazine, good damage. Keep moving. The shredders you have to like reload too often for like a big fight. Oh, we're going up. Problem with these guys is their blood kind of like melds into like their silhouettes and shit. So if there's like a really small one, it's kind of hard to see them. They've blown up in the middle of a bunch of other dudes. Vessel business. Oh, ship? Oh, that was quick. So it wasn't a big deal then. Danger ice beam. Am I in the space station right now? Did I just go to space? I guess so, man. They're freezing the world, brother. didn't take the shortcut, or the checkpoint. Oh well, we'll be fine. See anything over here? I wasn't sure if he was actually over there. All the blood you think you got him at, but no, he's still good. This got fucked, man. Oh my god, that's half of what this gun's for, is those little tricky spots, which I mean is fine. Gonna save a little in the tank just for that one. Here. This is a secret. Here I thought it would not be. I thought that was going to be the main way. escape. Like they have to keep telling you. They just make it like obvious. Protect the vessel. Huh? Asteroid surface. Press E to close portal. It's cold, boss. No idea the events going on here. There's a space station that's turning shit to ice. Now we're in the ice dimension. I guess we're back on the planet. Alright. I did not care much for the Prodeus dimension. The last level we just did was fine, but too many of them are just kind of like expanding arenas. Kind of boring visually and just how they play out. Fuck, abominable snowman here. Iceman. This feels like they like made the game and then they just kind of kept adding levels on. I don't know if this was early access. That would explain why the secret exits information might have been wrong. Which is fine. I mean, it's fun to fuck around. But it has that like disjointed kind of feel. I like they didn't really care as much on some of these, who knows? I mean, this level's fine so far. Just talking about the ones before. I don't know, maybe the novelty of those last ones was purely just hoping, you know, not having to think about ammo and stuff. Let you just go ape shit. But it's like you already kind of don't anyways. It just means you probably swap weapons a little less. These guys have a lot of health. Any other Steam Deck enjoyers in here? You were almost one. What stopped you? Just the time it takes or something? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, kind of mean. It'd be cool to have one, but yeah, I don't have the money for it. And I personally don't leave ever, hardly, so. But I totally get the desire, yeah, for a lot of people. Out for shipment is kind of rad too. The feeling of out for shipment and then it getting lost in the mail. The roller coaster of fun. I've heard from a lot of people they really love theirs. If I was a traveler, I am going to be traveling next month, but it's like just for a week and I'm there for family, so. Damn, these motherfuckers are tanky. Reconnecting to chat. The shop. Good. Cold shop. I don't think there's anything for me to get. I need 2 more and I could buy the mammoth. Well, I don't know if we'll have enough level left, or game left, to really care. Ammo. What, do you just come in here and get ammo? Oh, I think I actually read about that. There's like revolving ammo. That's fine just for the 100%, just to have something else to buy. Means that you can get everything that matters without having to like go apeshit. But yeah, not interested. Chaos Dimension. Holy hell. How many fucking dimensions are there, brother? Damn. We might get that weapon just yet then. Stuff under there, but I don't know how we get down there. Really, I'm not too worried about it, because I have enough to buy anything else I want now. I mean, getting ammo every time is, I guess, cool, but... Let's use this. Can we heat this place up, maybe? It forks. goofy ass shit, man. Oh, Chaos Caster. New weapon. You just found 14 kittens. What? Just around your house? Jesus Christ. That's wild. You can melt that too. It's understandable, man. There's a need. No, I don't think I do, but damn, hopefully you can find homes for them. It's gonna take them to a shelter if you can't. They'll survive like animals do. Yeah, then you'll find more of them. This gun's interesting. I don't think I'd want to use it full time. Kind of just adds an extra bit of bullshit I have to do to get the ammo. Cars, cars. I never get sick of them. I love to spend money on them. It's like super effective on these guys. They're made of fucking ice, man. Like it. I mean, it does good work. But. Sometimes there's so much blood I don't know if I killed them, and they're just going through the death animation or what. Especially on these dudes. When they spawn, like I said, right? These guys, they blend into their own blood and shit, which makes it really hard to like dodge them. I don't know where they are sometimes between all the effects. The other dudes not so much because the blood's like dark red and they're like orangish. But when their blood's the same color as the other guy's body, I think maybe they should have just done dark blue instead of like the crazy electric looking blood. Doesn't happen, it's not a problem often, but like there, it's like I got no idea what's going on. The strategy is to run around, I guess, regardless. Chaos dimension. I'd say, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm annoyed by car shit or whatever. I think it's probably, I don't say wearing out its welcome, but I don't think these have been like the best levels. Definitely not ending with the bang. The new gimmicky like blob lava thing, it's just kind of more busy work, and I feel like the pace was kind of one of the best things. Like the arena levels, whatever. Just like a super pistol, that's cool. the mammoth. I don't think it's just been like you're not really running around levels as much, finding cool little secrets, like fun layouts. It's just kind of like a lot of big arenas. Some of them have a little bit of flow, like the space one, and these ice ones have been a little better there, but just a lot of giant guys and stuff you shoot for a while. And like arena, this kind of reminds me more like a. No. Part of it might just be my impatience. Oh, is this going to be the last 2 levels? Alright, I need a good drink. I'll be back. No, I haven't. I still follow plenty of Mario 64 speedrunners, but I'm like a year or two out of date on the run tech. It's really weak. What's up, man? Is there like a little video of it? I'm sure. I mean, shit was really hard way back when. And I mean, yeah, there's new tech that'll make things easier, just change the kind of tricks involved, but I imagine what's required to make like a good ass fucking a really optimized speedrun is probably insane. It's crazier and crazier over here. TS only. Oh shit, yeah, with the trick that saves a minute, dude. Over a minute. I'll have to start watching. Who's the best these days? It's still like Cheese and okay and Simply Ever up there? I don't remember. Green Sweetie. Follow that person. Oh really? Oh, it's crazy. God, I remember in Mario 64 was like not Ocarina of Time, but like these speed games you'd just be watching like Cyclamic and everybody doing. It's cool that it's like really competitive still. But like for a bit there it was kinda just like not as much going on. Let's watch this. No, that looked like fucking cancer, man. Are you supposed to like wall kick up after there or something? Is the idea? Or like whatever the fuck. Short kicks. Speed kicks, whatever they're called. Maybe that part didn't matter for some reason. Maybe it took them so long to set that up. I didn't care about. Was that a TAS? I mean, it probably takes a long time to set up that part of the TAS. Probably unnecessary. Oh, man, that's rough because that's probably pretty deep into the run, right? It was harder? Okay. So I'm guessing there's like legit setups with the pause buffering and turning and shit. But Mario doesn't have as many like hard setups like Ocarina of Time does with like empty rolls and like the 45-degree rolls and shit like that. Or maybe it does now. Because there's like a fucking program that could make your angles and setups for you in like Ocarina of Time, I thought. These guys have more health now than shields. crazy though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching runs. Well, I mean, I love speedruns. I love watching speedruns. All that goodness. My thing is like, it just must be a pain. Like, I feel like I've seen some runners, maybe it depends on how into that particular run you are, just like, when a tech like that is found, especially like late game, unless they're gonna like skip to carpet, is that the strat? Is like, I can't be like more optimal. I mean, I guess it saves a little castle movement, or you lose a little castle movement. Do you just go straight for the carpetless shit? And just skip through the doors? But then you'd have to do all the LBJs and shit. It's like, I don't know if that's worth it. Problem is, I feel like having to do something like that, assuming it's like really fucking hard, really late in the run, I imagine a lot of fucking runners, it's like, oh god, this sucks, dude. Like if it was like early, that'd maybe be one thing, but I've seen a lot of runners like with Elden Ring and shit, or they'll just discover attack and then it kind of just like kills the run and the community. And I was like, Mario, I think it's so optimized and people are so into it that maybe something like that almost makes it like more interesting because everything's up for grabs again. I'm gonna watch this one off stream. For sure, simply like protects this shit. I ain't getting fucking destroyed, man. Or maybe I'm thinking someone else. I want to restream someone's like Twitch thing right now. I guess I could. Not like it matter. 90% of people do. Maze kicks. There's the setup, man. You fall. I'm guessing do like a 90-degree turn. Off the ledge or whatever. I guess when you crouch and turn, it's like a set amount of turning. Like when you crouch, do the baby walk. There it is, man. Jesus. And that's quite the gain. How many stars does that help with? Just the one? Or did they use that to get to the ship too? I don't remember. Is it just the one? Just one, yeah. But it's like the long auto scroller where only at the very end can you kick up like early, right? Up the fucking pipe. That's a big one. God, it's so late though, right? Unless the 120 is like changed. I doubt 70 does that one. Wonder how consistent people will get it. I don't know how much of that setup is like. How juicy it makes it. Those buffered kicks seem pretty rough. Otherwise the setup didn't seem too crazy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, man, imagine you're on like a fucking godly pace and then you gotta do that wall kick at the end there. I don't remember how many tricks like that there are in the run. I don't remember if there's like a bunch of Womp's Fortress shit. 3 frame perfect ones, yeah. that dude's behind me, man. You'll have to start watching runs once people are done practicing. Oh, the game's muted. I don't know why I muted the stream when I muted the clip. I didn't listen to the audio. Alright, luckily this game you're not missing anything, right? It's the sound of guns blasting. Really hope when they call me, they're like, no, your battery's totally fine. I mean, something's gonna be wrong. I need to stop listening to random people for car advice too. Like, oh, just call them and say you should do it so you don't have to wait any longer. And it's like, I don't even know yet if I actually need the battery. It's like telling them it's okay before they even found out if I need it or not. It's like, you just gotta hope that they're not gonna just go ahead and do it then. I mean, the battery would be a couple hundred, and the labor, I'm sure, so 300. But if it's not the battery, it's the actuator, so that's probably gonna be more. We're going somewhere to get something done, barely anything gets fixed, and I end up losing $1,000. I went there for a totally different reason. I went there because I had an engine light, and I wanted to check for some grinding noise that I've had for like the past year. I want to see if it's getting to the point where it's like something's wrong. And there's some, at some point the rear differential has to be like changed out, but it's fine right now. Some metal on it or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that price was because of my stupid car. Everything's more expensive, and then labor. I could just do it myself, but anyway, so all that stuff was happening. They had to, you know, you have to pay for every little thing they have to investigate, right? Just to open up your car and put it on fucking, you know, stuff. I mean, I get it, right? They, you know, if nothing happens, then, you know, they gotta get money, but it's like so much. And then now magically, even though nothing was wrong with my battery or starting my car, they're like, "Is your car not been starting lately? I'm having issues starting." I'm like, "No, been totally fine." And then now they're like, "Oh, well, we've been having to jump your car every time we need to move it." I'm just like, okay. Awfully big coincidence there, but So now it's like, oh great, now there's something else wrong. It's like, am I even gonna be able to pull it off the lot? Like, they're charging it right now to see if it's even the problem. It's like, I feel like, yeah, the battery that I need in my car is like $210. Yeah, it's one of those things like you just wouldn't know. I mean, it's like a chain. So you'd think they wouldn't just like resort to that kind of shit. And they're pretty transparent and show like videos and explain stuff about what's wrong. But it's like, do they charge a lot? Can they just roll me because I have no idea? Like, sure. I mean, what am I gonna do if like, how am I gonna prove that, they did something to the fucking battery? It's like, I can't, right? I mean, if it started happening to everybody, it'd be obvious that they're fucking around, so it's, could be a coincidence. It could be that somebody fucked something up with the electricity. And, oh, guess it was just like that. Like, okay. That's like, I mean, I'm not gonna like sit there and fight it forever, man. Because how do I prove it, man? And they said, I mean, I could take it off the lot. It's not like it's just trapped there, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm sure, I doubt they're like fucking bullshitting, but it's just like, Jesus, man, that is quite the coincidence. I go there for one thing and like 2,000 other things are going on. I mean, it's been a long time since I got a battery, I guess, but. I'm hoping it's just the battery, because that's something I need to replace anyways. It's like a car part, though. Thing is, my brother went to a different place. He got some work done. And then 2 weeks later, his car, his actuator, battery situation, broke too. And I'm like, I don't know if it's just like a common thing, man. These people like fuck with your battery situation or what, but. Yeah, 4 to 5 years. I don't remember the last time I changed it. It's probably been at least 3 years. Plus. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm not using it all the time. But I don't know, maybe I've left some shit on, I'm not sure. I mean, my electrical's a little odd, like I said. Like, there's been times I did have issues starting the car in the past, like a long time ago. Oh, time thing. Okay, then. Yeah, maybe then. And it sounded like maybe like a fuse or something blew. I'm not sure, but it never happened really again. Maybe once, but not anytime soon. I mean, my AC doesn't. Either very hot or very cold. If you go anywhere in between, it just maxes the heat. So like maybe there's some electrical shit going on, and they kind of tripped it. We'll see, man. I hope it's not like, hey, actually, it's not your battery or your actuator. Your entire car's electrical system needs to be replaced. LOL. I'd be like, alright, dude. I'm getting a different car. At that point, I'd have to just suck it up, because I bet that's not cheap, man. And then I'm spending money forever. I mean, I just spent like 4,000 or 5,000 just repairing the stupid thing. And it's not even like fucking that crispy. Really epic to have to do it again, or just say fuck that and then get like another car or something. I do not want to have to get another car. That is just way more money than just repairing it would be, but it's like if something big enough happened, right, I wouldn't have a choice. So at this point, I just work just to fucking repair my car so that I can take it out for work again. It's kind of like other than just like the bare minimum rent, like I feel like nothing out of my work time. Which is enough. I mean, I don't really need a whole lot of money. That's why it doesn't like bother me that much, but it's like, Jesus, dude. It'll be a bit before I've like even paid off all the repairs. Cool to save up some money for emergencies and then have like a couple bucks here and there to buy something cool. We'll see. Yeah. There's like a gas leak or whatever, like an emissions leak. They didn't fully explain it, but I looked it up. The evap canister and the solenoid or something. They're related to like gases that come out when the fuel process is happening or whatever, and then it like reuses those gases for stuff. But like from everything I've gathered, that is just like an emissions thing, and it's like in my state I don't have to care about that. And it's like, yeah, if I had enough money to care about how the environment was feeling, like, sure, maybe, but like $1,400 just to fucking replace that shit. And they don't even know if that would fix the smoke leak they had. Yeah, my dad has that, and my brother has that. I think manufacturers just don't give a fuck because it's a fucking... They just probably cheap out on that and push it on the user. Some cheap parts or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just ignoring. I don't have $1,600 to spend to like protect a little bit of gas fucking coming out of the thing, man. Yeah, that's the only problem is I'm always gonna have my light on. But it's like, okay. Like at this point, I mean, apparently without a light, my car just has fallen apart anyway, so it's like whatever, man. Yeah, I turned down that. I was just like, no, dude. I'm not fucking with that. That's way too much bullshit. Does he even hit him? I think this is like close range, but... Let's go back down. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna start ignoring shit until I'm at the point. Well, I mean, last time I ignored something and then my fucking night cost me $4,000 because it finally something happened. But see, the thing is, there was no feel to it, nothing weird. Just all of a sudden something happened after a while with the light on. But now it's like, well, the light's just gonna be on anyways. It's like, what the fucking hell, man. I mean, I guess, I mean, we do have a device here, my brother does. We can check what the codes are. So it's like maybe occasionally I'll check the code to see if there's like a new problem. Because I know the code, it's like 4404 something, and I'll have to check again, but that tells you it's the emissions leak. So maybe I'll check occasionally and see if there's like a new one. fancy cars and you can't give me like more details on what part of my car is exploding to take it into a mechanic every fucking time. Just like put a fucking cheapo LCD screen on there, man. I don't know what the fuck the deal is, man. Where the fuck am I going? It's obstructed still. Oh fuck is, where are we going? They put this bell obstructed thing in, so I assume I have to like come back, right? You know, like, oh yeah, it's, I need to backtrack to after I've done something to use this, and it's like, no, I guess you have to come back later. Is there something back up here? That open maybe? This? Well, that was my tires for a while too. My tire pressure sensor was broken in my tires forever, so it always said I had low tires, but I didn't. Finally got that fixed, but I did need new tires finally. I pretty much had like no tread on them. We already got them fucking, I got them already, patched ones. Take you some bitches. It's fun. Giving these guys shields was the thing, man. I'd rather have just like more dudes to deal with or more complicated like level design than just more shots I have to put into. I mean, maybe occasionally a little something, but I'd rather have a different enemy type. I mean, I guess it's just one level, so it's not a big deal. But usually not much for like really heavy meat shield kind of, or bullet sponge kind of shooting, like Starfield. I mean, I get it with like RPGs because you need to like measure. Like, I mean, you know, if a guy dies from a 5,000 damage weapon versus a 10 damage weapon, then it's like, well, it doesn't really matter which one you have. So it's like, I get like where bullet sponge comes from in looter shooters, but how Doom does it, you know, is fine. Where it's like, you know, some guys are just bigger, they take a few more hits, and then that gives value over certain weapons and ammo types and stuff over others. I'll say overall this level's been a lot better than the last like 7. I think after you go through the portal it dips pretty hard level design, but this one's been good. Nice mix of stuff, like it's kind of close range maze, and you've got long range, and like every enemy type. I don't have to deal with the blue guys. But the point is, I think in games where it's like, it's not like some heavy RPG shit, like too much health kind of gets annoying. So you want to be able to shoot a guy and have that instant reaction of like them exploding or, you know, start taking damage and then kind of blow up and shit. Or, you know, the big guys take a few, and it's like they just take like double the fucking damage. It's like, eee. I don't think it's a problem here. Like I said, just one level's fine. But I'm just thinking about it. It was it's interesting because I guess Halo wasn't like that, or was like that. It's very bullet spongy because of shields and just like the amount of hits your average guy takes, except like grunts and jackals to like the head, right? But that was a really popular one. I ended up on replay not liking that aspect as much. I didn't care a lot before. I think it gives a bit more power to like heavy weapons and like vehicles and stuff, right? Which Halo's like really all in on. Like if you could just insta kill everybody really quickly, like, you know, Magnum or something back in like Halo 1. In vehicles as much. There's also like melee insta kills, stickies and stuff. Jesus, I don't know. Right when I say, oh, it's not a big deal, look at this fucking area. Oh, you haven't? How deep in did you get? You're on the hardest, right? Or not the hardest. Isn't the hardest the Iron Man one? Or is that what you were doing? Hardest without Iron Man, yeah. It's fun. In some ways I like 2016 better, but I do like the crazy hectic movement. Just like kind of non-stop feel. I think Eternals has a little too much platforming at times, and sometimes can over rely on some of the constant cooldown spam and kind of shit instead of just like smooth movement around areas. Like I like the dashing obviously the freeze armor thing, like it's cool. It feels good. It's got like a 1-2 punch kind of flow to it, but at times it's not. I mean, it is about the shooting, but at times you're kind of just using shit on cooldowns to get like resources, and then obviously using like, you know, the rock paper scissors answers to like some enemies, and I think maybe it kind of tips too much in that side in Eternal. I guess that's not really a big problem. I'd say my biggest problems with Eternal, and I liked Eternal still quite a bit. It was good, but yeah, it was probably platforming was a little too much, and the story and shit was bad. I got really tired of like goofy. Oh, the levels are also too linear. That was something that was kind of nice about 2016. Was it was kind of like a classic Dio level, where they're kind of layered and labyrinthian and shit, and you can use all of that to kind of like find your way, or like, you know, get angles on stuff or find your way around. Like that level of exploration where it's like there's so much platforming challenges and like straightaways and stuff in Eternal that it kind of gets samey. Yeah, I would say those are the big things for sure. Also, I never liked weapon challenges, but that was in both. I just find that fucking annoying. I think there's still an Eternal, right? Where you have to do some really goofy shit to get like a fucking like raw upgrade. I much prefer it in this where my exploration's getting rewarded, and I just get like new weapons that I can buy because of that and shit. Like there are good upgrades in that game still for exploration, like the suit points and all that shit, but I don't like it when it's like shoot a guy in his arm 10 times and then execute him, and there's like only 10 of that guy in the whole level, and you're just like, oh my god. Like I just want to play how I want to play with the tools, and I want the game design to kind of make me want to do stuff naturally, not some arbitrary challenge. I always hated that shit too. I find myself caring way more about that than just fucking like playing the game. Of course, I want to upgrade, right? What the fuck wouldn't I? Yeah, Eternal's still good though. I recommend finishing it, but I think those problems only get worse as you go. There's like really long stretches of just like kind of weak platforming later on. And the story gets way more fanfiction-y. I just don't like the whole Doom Slayer thing, man. It fucking kills me every time I hear the goddamn name. Like, I like the Doom guy because he was just some guy, man. And he was badass. Now it's like all this chosen bullshit and this lore and these other characters and he's like speaking, and it's just like, alright, dude. This is turning into some fucking like MCU fanfiction bullshit, dude. I liked it in 2016 where he just didn't say anything and he was just hardcore. And it was just kind of fun, like a bit more subtle shit, right? Just ignoring speeches and just. But I don't know, I guess people gotta have it like really in their face these days, man. I don't know. It's clever to put an enemy right there, spawn one in so that you go down the stairs. They've had that a few times. Just to kind of lead you around. It's kind of like a Mario gold coin, I guess. Yeah, for sure. I've plenty of games like that. I imagine Wargroove. Holy fuck, dude. That's like a textbook example of knowing when to fucking like. Okay, they said, please let you know your vehicle has passed our quality inspection and is ready for you. Does that mean I don't have to do anything? I guess it's fine. They just had to jump my car every time they were there for no reason. I'm like, am I gonna be driving around and then not be able to start my fucking car? Whatever, dude. I'll find out when I get there. My brother's gonna come pick me up probably in 10-20 minutes when he gets off work. And I'm gonna get my car. We'll probably eat too. Maybe I can finish this in time. But yeah, it's a great example, this War Groove. So you take a... Yeah, we have a jump starter, cables. I don't have a battery pack. I probably should get one. Well, now I have fucking, because we've had to do so many tows lately. Me and my family have, my mom's idea. I mean, it would be cool if I had it before. I had to, like, throw down, like, $400 in tows, but 100 of that was for my brother. Pay me back on that. But, we have, what's it called? Where you pay yearly, and then it's like, you get a few free tows, free gas, if you need an emergency and a battery, so it's like, I'll just call them. It's like we're paying for it, so. Nexus distortion. Yeah, I just have cables. Kill the hunter. If that's here, then I'm just gonna use this. This thing's fucking OP. Oh, really? Yeah, I might get one then. Just to have like a backup starter if I need it. I keep disconnecting from my chat. What's going on? Apologies, I missed anything. Oh, I have one of those. I don't know if it does battery. Maybe it does. It's got a lot on it. I have a thing that fills the tires, yeah. I got recently because I've been needing to fill my tires so much. I'm like, Jesus, dude, if there's an emergency and I need it, then it's like, I'd be fucked. That's like a little orange Black & Decker like thing that I use. Fill tires and shit. Maybe it does do that, I don't know. I was mainly just have it for the fucking tire fill, but where'd the ammo refill go, bros? I don't want to touch that. My bad. Unknown dimension. Fucking more? Is this Prodeus 2? I ain't got time for any more, man. Okay, it's just a fucking second game. Okay. Alright, so not the best last, I think, half or third of the campaign. It feels a little rushed or kind of like half-assed. Overall, though, I would say I liked this. I think the flow, the amount of different weapons, and kind of how they all fit a different mold, but that's not exactly like a lock and key type of thing where it's like I have to use this against this guy. Or rock, paper, scissors. It was cool. I like the general feel, the sound effects, the animations. It's all very fast. Swapped a lot of shit. I liked the level design a fair bit in the first 2/3 or half or whatever. It was a nice mix of little objectives and verticality, and it was good mostly about just keeping the flow going. There's a lot of moving around and surprises and keeping that speed. I think the secrets weren't so overly secret. I had to spend too much time looking for them. And they were rewarding because you could buy new weapons and double jumps and dashes and stuff, which was cool. I think once you get to the first portal, the level design really drops off. It's just big arenas, but without like, I feel like the energy of like a Doom 2016, which is just big arenas and stuff too. I think this game works a lot better when you're going through like semi-labyrinthian like corridors and with your mix of like arenas and like open areas where you'd use different ranges of abilities and guns and stuff. When it's just all one big area, and they start just giving you like free ammo refills. There's really no reason not to just use stuff like the Swarmer to just like mindlessly kill everything, which isn't as fun as like running around with like the shotgun and then swapping the on range for something else. So that sucked. I think, you know, this level brought it back a little bit. Some of the snow levels were alright, but the Prodeus stuff especially was kind of like, I think it's a good example of like, while having good fundamentals is nice, you can fuck it up in level design a bit. Still fun. I mean, obviously I'm really distracted by car shit. That didn't help. But yeah, I think it's overall a good game. Solid shooter. I definitely think, you know, I don't say it's not really like, you can't really say it's like too long, but I think it's because some of those weaker levels are kind of like a whatever thing. It's, you know, you're not doing anything really that different, and then they're also not putting their best foot forward, so it kind of feels like, you know, it's spinning its wheels a bit. But I think they could keep it spicy, and I don't hate that it was like longer. Some little gripes. I wish you could buffer in some of the weapon swaps. There's so many weapons, and I don't always want to like stop for like a menu. You know, when I hit 2-3 times, I want that to mean every time that I get the minigun, but I can hit it like 2 or 3 times and it'll just swap it once because it doesn't like buffer those in. It has to like finish part of the animation, I guess. I don't know exactly what it is. I just know the end game of that. So sometimes that affects speed of weapon swapping. They have the menu, which I think helps a lot, but overall it's good that it has that. There's a lot of old shooters don't even have like the ability to double tap stuff. We were talking about it, was like Half-Life is like one of the ones that actually does, and you know, you see a lot of games still like put stuff on like 7 or like 0. Like I'm not anybody's gonna ever hit those. So I think weapon wheels have got a lot more popular, partially because of consoles, but also just kind of easier to do shit. But with keyboards, you have a lot of options, so I would prefer to be able to just buffer those in. I think the menus in the HUD is a little tacky. Overall, though, I like the visuals. I don't think there's a lot of variety. Well, the last couple worlds have a bit, but it's a little too late, and really, they don't look all that different anyways. But I do like the pixelated, semi-3D kind of look. I think that's nice. I don't think it gets in the way too much. I think generally your enemy silhouettes are good. and the gore and everything's nice. I do think the gore can kind of, and some of the screen shake and all that can kind of mask some of the visuals, especially fighting Prodeus enemies, because their blood is like the same color as their bodies. So like if you're fighting a lot of guys moving around really quickly and they all warp in at once, like you don't know if the guy's dead, if there's guys behind him, and so it kind of like limits counterplay options. So you end up just like needing to just run or something, or just stay really far away instead of kind of playing with the melee and all that, or the close range. So that was an issue, and like I said, I feel like the HUDs, the menus are kind of tacky. I would have preferred if they were personally just a little more pixelated and kind of match that visual. Somebody's joking around, they kind of look like a PSP or like a phone menu. They're like these really huge, like massive font, big, you know, like look at this fucking size of this thing. On the mini map, the map it's not as big a deal, but it's like massive text, big buttons and stuff, and where everything has to like fill as much screen space as possible. It kind of looks a little goofy with the really plain HD elements with the pixels in the background. I've never really liked the mixed pixels or like HD HUDs with pixel backgrounds. It's pretty popular to do, but not huge on that. Also, the in-game HUD has the same problem, right? Everything you're looking at is like pixelated, but the in-game HUD's like this like clean, you know, perfectly rounded edges and stuff. It's like I kind of would have preferred pixelated there again. It's not like it's a full like crazy pixel looking game in the first place, but yeah, I don't think that was like super cohesive. But other than that, like I don't really care about the story or anything. There was like a progression of places you were going and stuff. I think you could pick this apart, maybe unfairly and over compared to like Doom and stuff. I mean, you have your parallels to Doom, like, you know, the pinkies are essentially there, right? The skulls, the Caco demon that spawns guys is there. You have imps, you have chain gunners, you have shotgun guys, right? Like, they have most of those. I mean, you have the guy who slashes and waves and stuff. That's a little different. And then some of the Proteus enemies are a little different. The ice guy. Usually it's just your big boss-ish enemies. Instead of having like a Baron, it's like one of those guys, right? I don't think it's a problem. I mean, they made them look different enough. It feels good to shoot them. Yeah, it's just kind of a bread and butter thing. The guy that charges you, that's tanky, right? The guy that shoots you. The guy that's like, you know, you can dodge his attacks or whatever from range, but he's a little tankier. You know, it's just like there's a reason they kind of worked in Doom. And I think the HP values and the good level design for some of the campaign makes those enemies shine enough. And like the speed and momentum of everything that I don't have a problem with it being like overly Doom-esque there. I'm sure some people do though, that's why I bring it up. It's not something I didn't notice, but yeah. Overall, yeah, I think it was good. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with that. I definitely think it ends on a more sour note. Also, that it's just kind of you just have another giant arena. It's like the final thing, and then it just cuts to like, hey, you know, Shepard's Legend will continue in DLC or whatever. That kind of vibe. It's like, all right. It definitely feels like they're kind of just rushing it out. I don't think this game is as fun as like an arena type of thing. I think it's, or maybe that's just me. I much prefer the like moving through crazy labyrinths, or not like confusing labyrinths, but like a mix of open and close range and elevations and stuff. It's really a bit more to play with. I think the balance of weapons was a little iffy by the end. I think like the Swarmer and some of those are like a little too good because they give you like infinite ammo essentially. I think earlier on there's a lot more swapping based on utility. Overall, you can still just do whatever, but some of your unlockable weapons were just like outright better. So, and yeah, that's probably about it. My brother's gonna be back soon. We can talk about more, but I don't think there's a whole lot more to say. I don't know if you can find any other energy weapons. I did like the alternate fire, like the modular type of shit. Not modular, but the modifier type of stuff. Like, where you could shoot the laser gun around the corner if you shot it a certain way, or, you know, the rapid fire, where you could kind of like change it depending on what you need, or like stickies, or, you know, bouncing off walls with grenade launchers and stuff. I mean, obviously it's got your just classic shit: pistols, shotguns, machine guns, rocket launchers, you know, plasma, then like the specialty shit. But I think they do a good job of putting weapon variety and mixing it up. Huh, I'd play another one. It'd be cool if they did a sequel, then a little harder on some of the level design and shit. But I don't know if they're making like more campaigns or what. Community, multiplayer, and level editor. Oh, that's cool. Anywho, yeah, I think that'll be it for me for now. I'll be back. I get my fucking car, and we'll probably start up Blasphemous 2, I guess. I'm kind of like I want to play it, but I'm kind of like not purely in the mood for it right now. Kind of want to start Cyberpunk, but it's like also the Cyberpunk DLC doesn't come out for like 5 days. I don't even know if I'll have access to that. So, might not matter. So I'm like, we'll see. Could do something small. I'll probably do Blast. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Right? Thanks for watching.